Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. I was not expecting this. I thought this music video was coming out tomorrow on the 20th. I'm recording this literally, this music video was dropped an hour ago. It's the 19th. It's literally 7:30 p.m. right now as of me recording this reaction. And I'm surprised, but I'm gonna drop everything and just check it out. Didn't expect a side A and a side B, but I guess every story has two sides, and much like Ditto, it was a really amazing concept. So I'm actually kind of glad that NewJeans are following up, even if it's going to be a completely different story. Having two sides to it is actually really cool, and it's gonna drive so much intrigue and interest into NewJeans because they're really kind of like, in a way, like revolutionizing like storytelling within K-pop and just doing something that is very special. And plus with the addition of their music that sounds just insanely groovy, catchy, thurnal, it really fits the bill of all of these various aspects. So I'm very excited to see what this is all about. So without further ado, Cool With You by NewJeans, side A. Let's go. The contrast in colors makes me feel like that it's almost like a Grim Reaper going after her or something. And no one can see her, so she's supernatural or some shit. Wait, is she supposed to be like a Cupid of sorts? Because they got it on real quick. I don't think they even said hi to each other. And they were already a few centimeters deep in each other's throats. Damn, that's the power of Cupid, I guess. Oh man, this sound. What a vibe. I'm sorry for cursing. I try not to curse when a group involves like minors, so I'm gonna cut that down. You know me like no other. Jesus. See me like no other. Ooh. And I think I like your point of view. 다시 돌아와도 돼. I don't care what other people say. 놓지 말아봐줘. Dreaming of each other. You, baby, on my mind. Wait, does Danielle have a hearing aid or something? Or is that like a thing that is there like a master plan to the lonely Cupid who gets everybody together but it is in reality all by herself and is depressed almost? Is that what's happening? Because NewJeans can see her. Every day, baby, say you're mine. You and me on my mind. Everywhere, baby, say you're mine. It feels cool with you. Oh my god. Oh, that is so soothing. Oh. Oh my god, the vocals are so polished. You, baby, on my mind. Every day, baby, say you're mine. You have me on my mind. Everywhere, baby, say you're mine. It feels cool. Okay, this is actually a depressed Cupid makes the wrong people fall in love with each other, which is why they broke up. So maybe if Cupid is depressed, she can't actually do her job correctly. So NewJeans are like trying to fix Cupid or something. I think I'm reading way too much into it. But always on my mind as literally our lady lead is clearly that guy is always on her mind, so she's almost like, it's getting almost like kind of like obsessive. But as long as he can see you, I guess I guess it's okay. I don't know.
Everywhere, baby, say you're mine. It feels cool with you. Not cool with you. Gotta tell me now. Cool.
I'm getting some Denise Villeneuve vibes, to be honest, from this. Who's the director of Dune and Prisoner, and there's an amazing movie with Jake Gyllenhaal who plays two characters. It's super trippy. Actually, that's why it reminds me of it for some reason. I don't know how to explain it. I cannot wait to see side B because there's more to this story. Okay, this is some Blade Runner kind of shit. This literally feels like a reference to Tears in the Rain from Blade Runner or something. Oh my god, the cinematography is incredible. And that represents... Oh. That was so trippy. And she smiled. And she got undressed, which almost like reminds me of nude as far as like being the real you, not nude because you're literally naked, but nude, much like Idol talked about, as being the true version of yourself. Bare face and all, as far as like not being afraid of showing yourself. So it's almost like she was finally honest with herself, and in the midst of all the rain, which is like the tears and depression and everything that she struggled with, she finally came to peace because she finally unleashed all of those tears. It's almost like NewJeans were the catalyst to her express herself and let her emotions go, or something like that. Maybe I'm overthinking the shit out of this. Looking at NewJeans' music videos, I can see like some big time Hollywood directors, maybe potentially even one day would want to like direct some K-pop music videos like that. Like this almost like gives me vibes of like back in the day when Martin Scorsese used to direct a Michael Jackson music video. Like I can totally see how NewJeans might make big time directors want to dive into not just music videos, because David Fincher was a music video director before he, became the David Fincher that we know and love. There's plenty of directors, the director of The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield is someone who did a bunch of music videos too. But I honestly, I can see filmmakers legitimately looking at these music videos and be like, I want to work with these girls. I want to work with this production company. I want to work with something that sounds so unique, creates such an amazing story and such depth. Like this felt truly like an indie movie, in the best way possible. And I'm honestly, like the vocal melody, that chorus, it's so soothing and it's so trippy in a way. The vocals sound so mature despite the young age. It's almost like these girls vocally, it's almost like they've aged so many years in such a short amount of time, in like half a year or a year or so. It feels like they've gained so much character in their vocals, or it's just like the production just in general. It just brings it out of them. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but this is absolutely incredible. I love the song so much. Let's move on to side B. And obviously, make sure to stream the original. If you don't feel like it, come back to this music video 24 hours later. I'm going to be here. I just got too excited, so I just wanted to check it out as soon as possible. Just save it for later, for tomorrow, and I will see you then. But for now, let's move on to side B. Very excited. So before we actually continue, the painting obviously is a huge freaking deal. So I just looked up on Twitter the meaning of it because I didn't know the name of it. So the lore and story of Cool With You is incredible. The inspiration hinted by the painting inside a Love and Psyche by Francis Edward Peacock. The premise of the myth is about love, Cupid falling in love with a mortal. Beautiful.
You
Oh,
know me like no other. 다 표현하지 않아도 see me like no other. And I think I like your point
this
of
music is
view.
intoxicating, to be honest.
다시 돌아와도 돼.
This song feels like the finest freaking glass of wine I've ever tried. And, I don't care how expensive the wine is. I still won't like it, but I will appreciate it and pretend to know the notes and shit, and be fancy about it. And like, I feel like swirling that glass right now and just take it all in, even though I don't understand what is happening in my mouth. But this music really speaks to me, and it's just trippy as hell, and it's so soothing and addicting and intoxicating. And now we're getting a bit of a performance too from NewJeans. I don't know why I'm holding a pen, but let's get back into it.
다 표현하지 않아도 see me like no other. And I think I like your point of view. 다시 돌아와도 돼. I don't care what other people say. 놓지 말아봐줘.
Ooh, I love the sharp moves. Sharp as a knife.
Every day, baby, say you're mine.
Oh,
You and me on my mind.
oh,
Everywhere, baby, say you're mine. It feels cool with you.
and she smiled for the first time, other than in the rain.
Cool with you. It's just cool.
The acting on that girl is phenomenal.
이쯤에서 정말로 너는 어떤 결말로 가려 해. What's the best? 너 옆에 내가 있을 때 이런 말이 잘 안 나와. 이제 더 말하지 않아도 알아. 우리 둘이 만든 거리 건너서 여기. You baby on my mind. Every day baby say you're mine. You and me on my mind. Everywhere baby say you're mine. It feels
Damn. Please don't get run over. Please don't get run over. Okay, I had a bad feeling for a second. Oh no. Is that like a representation of someone who's supposed... Wait, his face looks incredibly familiar. That's gotta be... Wait, who... I know this guy. That's an actor. 100%. I've seen his face, but I just don't know the name. But I guess he represents someone from above that is about to scold her for falling in love with a mortal. Ah, man. Man, NewJeans literally took a tale like that and they created something so freaking special with it. That's amazing. Cupid falling in love with a mortal man. Like it sounds like it could be so cheesy and rom-com, and yet they made it so dark, deep, and meaningful, and yet positive. And now it's dark again. And NewJeans, the company, everybody involved with this production is just amazing. Plus the fact that the light is literally red, which is what's supposed to stop her from meeting the mortal, because that is her light stop. As a Cupid, she's not allowed to fall in love with a mortal man. She needs to do her job. So that is a cool double meaning. Oh, he's going. Don't tell me that he's going to kill him or push him. Oh. I just thought of a very dark meaning behind this music video. She's gonna make them fall in love. Oh no. She has to let him go. And he's gonna he's gonna make it happen. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry, I said no cursing. And now she has to witness it. Oh my god. The girls did a phenomenal job. Wait, so, Hoyon, that's the name of the actress. Nicole Vela, that's the actor, and Tony Long. Okay. Whoa. Oh. It just, oh, that is so trippy. This makes me think of Ditto in a weird way. Oh my god, that was so freaking cool. That really made me think of Shin Woo-sok, written and directed by. Why does that name sound familiar? I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments, hopefully. But that was a really cool touch. It almost like that visual of the actress, of the girl looking at NewJeans. It almost like reminded me of Ditto. She was not supposed to be with a mortal. She fell in love. It's out of her control. He doesn't know that she's a Cupid. And it is what it is. But what is NewJeans' role? Because in the first music video, it felt like they were almost like a guardian angel or a Cupid of sorts to the Cupid itself. It felt like they were like someone that is almost like a motivational light to the lady. And in the end, it's almost like the trippiness of the music going into one of the earphones and then to the next one was really, really cool too. That was such a nice effect. Her watching NewJeans dance and all, it was really, really almost like inspiring. Like NewJeans were literally only, it felt like they were glowing or something. Like it felt like there were a whole bunch of like mist filters on the lens or something, which creates a really glowy effect that makes it feel very, very dreamy. One of the weird thoughts that I have, the song is incredible, first of all. The girls did a phenomenal job. The performance itself is so artistic. It's so free-flowing. The concept itself is so incredibly beautiful. The thing that I had a weird thought when the light stop scene came out is that this is a really interesting representation of groups and idols in general make you fall in love, but the groups themselves cannot have any intimacy in terms of like relationships. They get bombarded, ridiculed, hated on. If an idol is in a relationship, like nowadays in 2023, it feels like fans are more supportive, but like reading up on some stuff that happened before, as far as like a member of a group that was dating someone else, and she literally was ridiculed for it, and she cut her hair and everything, and like things got incredibly dark. It's almost like she tried to ask for forgiveness for her sins, and that's why she cut her hair. She shaved her head bald, and she was just she was crying. She was like in a mess of a state. all because she found love. It's really interesting because the way K-pop and the way idols make us feel, as far as like make us feel whole, make us feel loved, make us fall in love, as far as like the music. If I'm gonna see someone, if I'm gonna see a pretty girl who's into the same song as I am and we're bopping into it, there's going to be some kind of a chemistry. Like NewJeans and idol in general are almost like acting out as a variation of a Cupid in a weird way, and they can make us fall in love with either the groups, the idols themselves, or make us fall in love with someone else throughout the power of music. But then the second the actual idol is in a relationship, is doing something for themselves, is being anything other than the Cupid, they get ridiculed and hated on for it. Although it's more supportive nowadays again, but there's still so much toxicity within. It's almost like there's like this parasocial relationship happening where you're not allowed to be in a relationship with anyone. No one person can have you, quote unquote. You are almost like the property of the fans, and if you do something to contradict that, God forbid you fall in love with someone, I mean, it's almost like you have to kiss your career goodbye or something like that. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but that's how I see it, in terms of some of the stuff that I read, some of the stuff that I've seen in terms of like videos, video articles and whatnot on the situation. So I thought that it was really, really interesting. And, the lyric itself, meet me back in 5 if I matter to you. I don't want to fight your shadow. That's actually a really beautiful lyric. Like, I don't want to fight your shadow, as it's all I see as you walk away from me. So if I mean something to you, meet me back here in 5 minutes. That was really, really interesting. Too, like the lyrics are so incredibly mature, and like the whole get up part, as it's almost like the Cupid was about to give up or something. I thought that was really, really interesting. I'm in love with this song. I'm in love with both of these music videos. It was so heartbreaking when basically the love interest was introduced to someone else who's walking the street, and she has to witness it, basically, as the guy has like this smirk on his face, and whatnot. It was really heartbreaking, and I thought that everything in terms of like the storytelling here was absolutely beautiful. Again, it felt like a beautiful indie movie, and even the outfits on NewJeans are so incredibly angelic, and like the light beams on them, it's almost like they are quite the literal angels, in a way. So I'm very, very interested in hearing from you guys in terms of what do you think this music video could represent, further than what I'm thinking about, further than what the painting represents, as far as like Cupid and falling in love with someone who you're not supposed to fall in love with, as far as like falling in love with a mortal human being. The video really captures the lyrics incredibly well, as far as like liking your point of view, like falling in love with the person. It's something that you cannot control, as they got to know each other. So it wasn't like she just saw him and then she stalked him, but he can't see her, so it's not really stalking. But there's an actual side B really exposes the relationship and them actually getting together and fall in love with each other. So I thought that it was absolutely incredible. It was beautifully done. It was incredibly tasteful, and the lyrics, the delivery, everything was just so incredibly mature. And this group does not sound like a group that is still considered to be like a new group. It sounds like a group that has been around for like at the very least half of a decade. It was incredible. I really, really love both of these sides, and the song itself was incredible, and the last portion of side B was just really trippy, with the play on the headphones and all, as it was playing on one side first. It was really, really beautiful, and the meaning and the storytelling and the heartbreak, really, and everything else that they expressed, all emotions basically that they expressed here. It was incredibly well done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section, and I will catch you all in the next one. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, and have a wonderful weekend ahead, you guys. See ya.